The Baker's Dozen, told by Aaron Shepard.
In the Dutch colonial town later known as Albany, New York, there lived a baker, von Amsterdam, who was honest as he could be.
Each morning, he checked and balanced his scale, and he took great care to give us his customer exactly what they paid for, not more and not less. Van Amsterdam's shop was always busy because people trusted him and because he was a good baker as well, and never was his shop busier than in the days before December 6, when the Dutch celebrate St. Nicholas Day.
At that time of year, people flocked to the baker's shop to buy his fine St. Nicholas cookies, made of gingerbread, iced in red and white. They looked just like St. Nicholas, as the Dutch know him.
Tall and thin, with a high red bishop cap and a long red bishop clock. One St. Nicholas Day morning, the baker was just ready to business when the door of his shop flew open.
In walked an old man, wrapped in a long black shawl.
Have come for a dozen of cute St. Nicholas cookies.
Taking a tray, von Amsterdam counted out 12 cookies. They started to wrap them, but the woman reached out and stopped them.
I asked for a dozen, have given me only 12.
Madam, everyone knows that a dozen is 12.
But I say a dozen is 13, give me one more.
Van Amsterdam was not a man to bear foolishness.
Madam, my customers get exactly what they pay for, not more and not less.
They you make keep it the cookies.
She turned to go, but stopped at the door.
Van Amsterdam, however honest you may be, your heart is small and your fish is tight. Full again, mouth again, learn how to count again.
Then she was gone. From that day, everything went wrong in Van Amsterdam bakery.
His bread rose too hung or not at all. His pies were salt or too sweet.
His cakes were scrambled or were chewy. His cookies were burnt or duffy.
His customers soon noticed the difference. Before long, most of them were going to other bakers.
The old woman has bewitched me. Is this how my honest is rewarded?
A year passed.
The baker grew poorer and poorer. Since he sold little, he baked little, and his shelves were nearly bare. His last few customers slipped away.
Finally, on the day before St. Nicholas Day, not one customer came to Van Amsterdam's shop. At day's end, the baker sat alone, starting at his unsold St. Nicholas cookies.
I wish St. Nicholas could help me now. Then he closed his shop and went sadly to bed. That night, the baker had a dream. He was a boy again, one in a crowd of happy children, and there in the midst of them was St. Nicholas himself.
The bishop white horse stood beside him, its baskets filled with gifts. Nicholas pulled out one of another and handed them to the children. But Van Amsterdam noticed something strange. No matter how many presents Nicholas passed out, there were always more to give.
In fact, the more he took from the basket, the more they seemed full. Then Nicholas handed a gift to Van Amsterdam. It was one of a baker on St. Nicholas cookies.
Van Amsterdam looked up on the gift, but it no longer St. Nicholas standing there. Smiling down at him was the old woman with a long black shawl.
Van Amsterdam awoke with a start. Moonlight shone through the half-closed shutter to the enticing gift. Always give my customers exactly what they pay for, not more and not less. But why not give more? The next morning, St. Nicholas Day, the baker rose early.
He mixed his gingerbread dough and rolled it out. He cut the shape and baked them.
He iced them in red and white to look just like St. Nicholas. and the cookies were quaint as any he had made.
Van Amsterdam had just finished when the door flew open. In walked the old woman in a long black shawl.
I have come for a dozen for your St. Nicholas cookies.
In great excitement, Van Amsterdam counted out 12 cookies.
And one more. In this shop, from now on, a dozen is 13. She paid off the cookies and started out. But as the door swung shut, the baker's eyes seemed to play a trick on him.
He thought he glimpsed the tail end on a long red clock. As the old woman foretold, Van Amsterdam was rewarded. When people heard to counted 13 as a dozen, he had more customers than ever.
In fact, one Van Amsterdam grew so wealthy that the other bakers in town began doing the same. From there, the practice spread to other towns, and at last, through all the American colonies.
And this, they say, is how 13 become the baker's dozen. A customer common for over a century.
And alive in some places to his day.
The Baker's Dozen, told by Aaron Shepard. Bulang yata ini.